Hey, what's up, guys? Joe here, coming at you today with a different segment altogether. I'm actually visiting Clan Rockers, subscribers clan, actually, well, on the SargTrain account. We got a little bit of a 9.5 versus 9.5 war going on up top, so we got a really solid group of guys against us over here in this war. So what I actually did today was bring Achilles onto the channel, and we actually did some live planning. Let him tell me how he was going to attack that base. And what's really entertaining and what's really great about being in this clan, Achilles has been watching the channel for a really long time, and he attacks very similar to me. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to jump into the actual attack with Achilles. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do some live planning here. I have Achilles on the line, and he's going to actually talk us through his plan and then actually execute. So we're going to kind of try to get a generalized idea on what he's after as he comes into this base and how he's going to go about getting certain checkpoints before he releases his balloons onto the map. So, hey, what's going on, Achilles? How you doing, man?
Good. Thanks, Joe.
Hey, so
so I'm looking at number 3 right now.
All right.
And I'm thinking of starting from the west side of the map, where the two wizard towers are. So I'm going to start in with actually trying to target both corners of that. I know one's probably going to straddle off to the mortar at the bottom left, but I'm hoping the other one's going to stick on that corner where the archer tower is and collect all that fire. I'm going to put some wizards, one starting at the top hut and elixir collector at the top of the base, and try to funnel that whole top left side of the base.
Okay.
And then wall break myself in that compartment where the two wizard towers are.
Okay.
And then once release my kill squad in there once the walls open up, and trying to see there. Okay, so the CC is not going to engage until they actually get my jump. So I'm thinking of putting my jump down to connect the 3 compartments.
Okay.
The one where the 2 wizard towers are, the one where the archer tower and the cannon, to try to get that queen out of the way.
Okay.
And hopefully then they all start going south again and targeting the two air defenses to get those out of the way.
Okay.
So I'm left with the 2 air defenses to start the air portion.
All right, yeah, looks good, because that archer queen does dip down into the compartment where you're coming in, just past the town hall, and then also with your clan castle, like you said, you'll be able to trigger it before you even jump into, or once you start jumping in, so you can get your poisons down. How many poisons did you bring in?
Just 1.
Okay.
I'm bringing 3 hastes. Yeah, so I got 3 hastes. Heal and a rage for my kill squad.
Yep.
And the 1 poison.
Okay.
For the CC.
Awesome. So checkpoints here that we're actually after here is, so with doing air here, we're going to be trying to, so we're obviously going to get rid of 2 of these wizard towers in the far left compartment. And then as you move inside the base, you're also going to get the expo, which is a lot of value there out of the expo, as well as getting rid of that archer queen. Is going to drop down into the compartment that he's coming in on, as well as getting rid of the clan castle and hopefully 2 of these air defenses. So Achilles, where are you going to bring that second phase in at once you finish up with the first phase? Where are you going to start at?
So I'm going to start. I'm going to target that max air defense at the bottom of the base. So starting with a golem, starting with a hound from the bottom left cannon, with 3 loons right behind, so that they go directly for that probably mortar sweeper area. I'm thinking I'm gonna haste them right away in so that they can get that max air D down right away.
Yep.
And then the next one, I'm gonna go hound right away, and the next set of loons is gonna go right for the wizard tower, and hopefully clean up that whole compartment, and then hold on to some of the loons as soon as the hounds start moving up to the next air defense, coming in from the archer tower that's right in front of that air defense.
Okay.
At the far right.
Okay, so where you're talking about, so back down to the first compartment where the maxed air defense is, so you're saying, so you're going to bring 1 hound in on the left side of that compartment and then 1 hound on the right side of that compartment, right? Or
correct.
Or to the south of it. So here's what I'm thinking on that. So you could drop a hound where the cannon sits. You see where the cannon's at?
Yep.
Okay, and then you could drop another hound on the far south corner where that archer tower is. So what you're doing is you're going to drop what was it? 3 balloons on the cannon area, and then three balloons on the archer tower. So what they're going to do is you're going to drop a haste there, and they'll just shoot everything into that air defense and take it down really quick.
Okay, and then just sweep through, because that's right. That wizard tower is going to be it's going to be busy on the hound. So
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So it looks pretty good, man. How you feeling about going in live on it?
Yeah, good. Try this out. we'll try this out.
All right, so we're gonna let you go ahead and turn off Discord, get off of here, and go ahead and go live on this, man. I'll be waiting for you.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Okay, so while we're waiting on him to actually go in, he's got a pretty solid plan. Achilles has actually been watching the channel for quite some time, and he's actually picked up a lot of things. So he's actually in right now, and he attacks very similar to me. That was actually what was pretty cool about how he, how he's picked up these things. So he's got his wizard tower, or his wizards down, his golems are down, and he's really working on the cleanup process of getting rid of these structures. And everything's distracted at this point. He does actually have a wall breaker fail because he actually came a little bit too high on the golems, which is fine. Hopefully he doesn't freak out and ruin it, freak out. Use a jump spell. If he uses that jump spell right where that Tesla is at right now, he should be able to rebound, which he does. So he does get the jump spell down, and he gets his bowlers down. So really good recovery there. So you see how he fails. He kind of failed on his attack, or his plan. His plan didn't work out. He uses the Iron Fist ability. He's got a heal spell down for the bowlers. So he's really focused here in on making sure that he gets as much value. The Archer Queen is down, the clan castle's been dealt with, and now the air defense is down. So now he's already started transitioning into the second phase. He did not freak out. You see, he had a wall breaker fail, but he had a contingency plan on how to deal with that. So hopefully, he has a rage spell instead of a haste spell there, and he's really trying to get in on that air defense really quick and get it over with. So the air defense is going to fall. He does lose one hound. He's actually has three balloons left, and he's actually coming in from the back end now on trying to get in. So both of the hounds have popped. Unfortunately, he has to kind of speed this up and get in on that air defense. He has the haste down for the Expo. So hopefully they jump in, they get rid of that Expo. The Expo is going to fall, and so now he's down on that last Tesla. So he's out of balloons at this point. He's really trying to focus in on getting his kill squad up. So the bottom of the base has been taken care of. All of his loons are gone. So we have 1 minute and 14 seconds left. He had to rebound here. He had to, kind of catch up a little bit. So he kind of rushed and got a little excited, but he's still doing really well. He has Queen's Royal Cloak ability here. He has plenty of pups. He has a baby dragon over in the far east of the corner of the base. And hopefully he can get in on this Archer Tower before it takes out the rest of his pups. So the Archer Queen's ability had to be popped there, but the Archers are kind of blocking, kind of tanking for the Archer Queen, so he should have enough power to actually get rid of this Archer Tower, and then now he's going to be able to clean up. So we're at 38 seconds left in this raid. He has 35 seconds. He has a baby dragon, unfortunately not raged because of that single pup. I really wish that pup would go down right now. That way he can get a little bit more out of that baby dragon. The baby dragon is actually goes in rage once it's by itself, but the Archer Queen should be able to reach. Okay, so we have everything focused on this last compartment, and a great job by Achilles by being able to rebound, and hopefully you guys were able to get something out of this. So let's go ahead and go back into the actual video, guys. Wow, man, that was actually a really good recovery by Achilles, being able to adjust fire on the wall breaker fail. Sometimes things just don't exactly play out the way you plan it. You can plan it all day long, but you have to be able to adjust, and this is actually where I'm going into my next attack on number one. So I agreed to scout number one for Achilles. I have level 20 heroes with the SargTrain account, and Achilles has level 30s, but we're going to go in on number one, and I actually messed up myself, but I was able to rebound it. So let's go ahead and get in on this replay really quick. So as we get into this replay, I'm actually coming in from the south over here. So there's a lot of value over here in the south with the Archer Queen here, the air defenses here and here, and then you got the clan castle. But I forgot to bring wall breakers. Oh no. Anyway, so we got a baby dragon down here in the south working on this structure over here, and then we'll bring the golem here. And the idea here was to actually part the defenses here, and that way I could sneak wall breakers in on this mortar. What actually happened is I had to use a jump spell because I missed the fact that I didn't have wall breakers. So either way, we were able to get in there and get it done. Golems go in, wizards are following, barbarian kings in, and then our bowlers are following suit. We get a rage spell down, followed by a poison for the clan castle troops, as well as using the barbarian king's iron fist ability on the cannon over there. Either way, I drop a heal spell to kind of try to save my bowlers as they move up into this compartment up here. And so the archer queen's kind of broken off, and I'm really hoping for the best for her to get as much as she possibly can. So I get the max level hound out of my clan castle down, and then a couple balloons to go in. Now the sweeper's tying everything up, but the archer queen just happens to save the day there and gets that sweeper down, hasting the balloons forward into the air defense, following it with a hound to tie up the defense a little bit longer, and then I'll use a rage spell over here on the expo and that wizard tower. So shooting the balloons down south, sneaking up 3 more balloons up north on that cannon, and following it in with the last lava hound from the south. So I use a haste spell to speed my group of balloons up in the Teslas, that cannon, that mortar, and this is where I'll use my last haste spell and get in on that expo, the archer tower, and then everything will shoot down into that final air defense. So a great way to rebound based off of kind of my plan going south really quick. This is where experience comes into play, timing comes into play, and just seeing the overall map as it goes out. I mean, you got to zoom out and kind of play different scenarios in your head if you're looking for 3-star attacks. You can't just expect for dumping troops and everything to go where you want it to go. Sometimes things have to be adjusted. Either way, we have plenty of pups on the map to finish it up. So this will turn into, from a scout, into opening up 2 attacks for Achilles and myself to attack number 2. Archer Queen just got owned right there by a double giant bomb location, so that was pretty funny. I totally forgot about that. But anyways, plenty of cleanup at this point. And so what we have left in this war is actually 1 base to triple for a perfect war on these guys. They have like 4 attacks on the opposite side to do the same for us. So what we're expecting is probably a tie, hopefully, if we can both narrow down our attacks on number 2. And what we'll do is I'll try to catch the next attack for you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up this war with Clan Rockers. 60 stars are on the board. We have maximized out and perfected the war. However, Breaking Bad's going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Either way, Achilles went in on number 2 and finished it up with a 3-star, and then I followed him up with a 3-star as well. So he said that I was trying to show him up. That was certainly not the case because he did better than I did. I cannot deny that whatsoever. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the attack and look at this replay, and we're going to point out some things that kind of went wrong here and how he was able to rebound using the strength of his archer queen at level 30 opposed to my level 20s. So he starts out with a double golem set and 2 baby dragons to work on setting the funnel. He really wants to get rid of these structures around the base and get rid of everything. That way his bowlers go directly into the base. That's the idea here. So he's patient, no wall breakers. He's allowing everything to work. That mortar's putting in work on his wizards, but he's not freaking out, and he gets his jump spell down. So pay attention to this area right here in the core, or in this location where you have all these structures right here piled up. The problem here is that the bowlers are going to go in and destroy everything, leaving nothing but these structures off to the side. So you know what's going to happen here. The archer queen's going to get distracted, and the bowlers are going to get distracted, leaving the barbarian king by himself, taking on the enemy clan castle. Barbarian King does pretty well, but there's no Archer Queen to take care of that baby dragon. That's a problem at this point. So everything's kind of focused here, but the bowlers are going to continue to work and start cracking through a wall. And then as we zoom out, yeah, Golemites going in, but then Achilles improvises on his plan and comes in from the back end with his balloon portion. Getting his first lava hound down and moving in. Actually, I think he's got 2 over there. So he's got 2 over here. He's actually going to use his heal spell on those balloons since they're drawing fire at this point, soaking up the rockets from the air defense. So he's improvising at this point. A whole lot of improvisation here. The Archer Queen actually comes back into the base and kind of saves the day on this Tesla farm because he's out of balloons at this point. So the level of his Archer Queen plays in dividends here. So something to take into consideration, guys, is that your hero levels do play a huge role in your attacks, whether you think so or not. The bowlers are just a little byproduct of what could be a good thing for your clans, but your hero levels are what matters here. So the Archer Queen does survive with this little sliver of health. She's holding on for dear life, and she's going to continue to move from the clan castle over to the town hall as you got the bowlers circling the rest of the base. So the air portion of the attack was not the savior here. It was actually the bowlers and the Archer Queen. So as the Archer Queen takes down that town hall, you got a minion and a couple of pups finishing up top. But the bowlers are going to take out that Barbarian King. Archer Queen's kind of stuck on a wall as normal. As normal. But anyways, hopefully you got something out of this planning session in this video. Drop some comments below and let me know what you think. And if you got something out of this, guys. And you guys, take care.